Hi, my name's Tom Batchelor. I live in Bradenton, Florida. Thank you for watching my video. I'd like to tell you my story about permanent alimony. I've been paying permanent alimony for approximately 11 years. What I do for a living is, I'm a firefighter paramedic at the rank of lieutenant for a small fire rescue agency on the west coast of Florida. I want to talk to you first today about alimony, how I feel about it, what I think it is, what it's doing to me, and then we'll talk a little bit about the impacts on my career and my health. Permanent alimony, in my opinion, is a form of indentured servitude. Now, if you look at the definition of indentured servants, or you can perhaps recall it from your grade school or middle school years, taking history, an indentured servant is one who is debt-bound, financially or debt-bound, to another person. Now that goes back to all the colonial times with indentured servants and debtor's prison and all that situation back then, which wasn't certainly the funnest thing in the world, I imagine. Well, nowadays all that's gone, right? It's illegal. We don't have debtor's prison. Well, is it? Because permanent alimony, if you really look at the definition of indentured servant, it fits the bill and falls right in there. What other debt or obligation that you have out there other than permanent alimony would meet that definition? None. You could owe a debt to a hospital for $1 billion, and you could certainly write off some of it. You could negotiate something, but because alimony is classified as an obligation, no, you have to pay it forever because it's permanent. That needs to change. Now, I told you what I did for a living, and I want to get back to that briefly in relationship to the permanent alimony and what this is doing to my life. I have many cardiac problems. I have hypertension. I have a pacemaker. Many of you are probably thinking to yourself, well, what is a guy with those medical problems doing still working in the fire service? Well, I'm still, praise the Lord, able to work physically, mentally, and I can do the job. But it's not going to last forever. I'm not going to be able to do it forever. And I'm probably going to have to work forever because permanent alimony is forever. And the reason is, when I retire, I can't stop working because I can't stop paying. And when my retirement kicks in, it's certainly going to be less than what my regular pay was. I mean, that's normal. And then I start paying double, folks, because permanent alimony never ends. So I pay her alimony, and on top of that, I still have to pay out of my pension. That's part of the equitable distribution aspects of the divorce. So just by the virtue of the fact that you're married to someone, you have to pay him for the rest of your life. Not fair. It's not right. As I indicated, it's taken its toll, as well as my career, on my health. I can't work forever, but I'm probably going to have to. What the best word I can use, I believe, for how it makes me feel is despair. Every day is filled with at least some despair because the future, it's impossible to tell. I can't help my kids. I certainly won't be able to help my daughter when she wants to get married. My oldest son's getting married. He and his fiancée, through a twist of fate or circumstances, are going to end up paying for the wedding themselves. Can't help them hardly at all because I'm shackled to this payment. I'm not going to be able to do things for my grandkids. And certainly we won't be able to take different vacations like perhaps a cruise or something. We're pretty much shackled in. So it's important to make you understand, this is just not for us, any potential legislative change. This is for everyone. This may not have happened to you. You may not even know someone that pays alimony, besides the people that you've been watching these videos. It could happen to you any day. It could happen to your brother, your sister, your neighbor, maybe even your parents, and also your kids someday. So for everyone's sake, this needs to change. It's not fair. Paying someone for the rest of your natural life or their natural life is unfair. It's unrealistic. It's unneeded. This entitlement mentality that the alimony receivers have, it must be quelled. It must be stopped. So please, support us. Read the proposed legislation. Take a look at the material on the FAR website. Please support us. Get a hold of your legislator and tell them that you want this supported. I truly appreciate any support you can render, and again, thank you for watching my video.